On this gusty grey morn, I remain obligated to expose the depravity of two sisters, ill-fated. But take heed, for the journey is nothing short of bleak. That will turn you rather pale if your stomach is weak. Here lies dear Eleanor, of this wretched legacy, survived by twin Abigail of the family Crabtree. The tomfoolery begins in this weather-beaten palace, where the sisters grew up amidst loathing and malice. For Eleanor was tender, found joy in small pleasures, saw life as a gift, full of plentiful treasures. Yet Abigail was oppressive, controlling the home, allowing Eleanor no respite or the chance to be alone. The seasons swept by with fierce velocity as the girls became women of division and ferocity. Abigail furthered her studies of black magic to watch over her sister, thus making life tragic. A lover of nature, Eleanor loathed being confined. She preferred morning walks through woods frosted and twined. Then, one winter's day, in the fresh lunchtime breeze, Eleanor met a salesman who was selling fine cheese. With a smile and a wink, he invited her to lunch with a tempting platter of cheese and fruit punch. He wooed and romanced this woman of class. 6 bottles later, they were rolling in grass. More than mere lust, but love at first sight. Eleanor vowed to marry her bright shining knight. Ever present and aware, Abigail became terse. She boiled and she grumbled in her flaming black hearse. Sick to her stomach by their affection and joy, Abigail thought shrewdly,
I'll kill the boy.
Eleanor collapsed, distraught and forlorn. Her beloved dead, she began to mourn. Abigail appeared, with knife elevated, giving false comfort with a cake she'd created. Presented with such a puzzling delight, the dejected Eleanor unknowingly did bite. Her body transformed. It began to glow. She began to wonder what was in that gâteau. Then Abigail ate and began to chortle. The sisters now joined, forever immortal. Eleanor screamed,
What did you do?
I did it for you. No one can part us. Together forever, uninterrupted, impossible to sever.
Eleanor cracked. She knew what to do. She grabbed the cake knife.
I fucking hate you.
She brutally passed the blade through her arm. Abigail laughed.
That will do you no harm. You cannot depart. There isn't a way. You won't see him again. So enjoy every day.
In the days ahead, Eleanor grew resolute. She ached for her lover, wished this life the boot. In Abigail's library, she discovered a tome, a book about death emblazoned in chrome. She fumbled her way through chapter and verse in a desperate attempt to be rid of the curse. She stumbled upon a remarkable list. 1,009 ways to no longer exist. She started simple and bought a shotgun. She blew off her jaw and felt a bit numb. Abigail sneered as she patched up her head.
Try as you like, you will never be dead.
She awoke disenchanted to still be alive, so she readied herself for a very steep dive. She doused herself in some vodka and Drano before swan diving into an active volcano. Alas, she was singed and horribly charred, yet stubborn and committed, she crawled out unmarred. 1,000 or more deaths she attempted, including shock therapy and being suspended. She sat in her room and checked off the list. Nothing she'd tried had made the curse deceased. 2 options remained. The situation proved grave. If it didn't soon happen, she'd be life's hapless slave. So she bought a guillotine to slice off her head, which rolled down the path into her flower bed. She marched up the hill with her sad, severed noggin and sewed it back on with thread from a bobbin. The book told the story. She'd reached the last, this one a stretch, because now she must fast. She couldn't consume a pie or a dish, not even a curry or her favourite grilled fish. She survived a whole year, yet no end could she see. Craved cranberry sauce over chicken and brie. So she gorged on a buffet of meats and fine wine, as she realised she'd tried all 1009. Heartbroken, exhausted, and feeling downtrodden, enter twin sister, macabre and plain rotten.
It's over, dear Eleanor. Surely you can see. Your destiny is here, at home with me.
On her plush velvet bed where her battered self lie, she acknowledged the fact that she would never die. Happy again in the place of her dreams, Scaramouche came to her subconscious stream.
Search deep in your dreams, and you'll find the safe place where hence you may die and we can embrace.
She snapped out of bed with renewed dedication. Victory she could see from her lover's indication. Abigail stirred at the sound of pitter-patter as Eleanor departed the house with a clatter. Off she rode at 100 miles an hour, foot pedal to metal with V8 horsepower. Abigail hurried, but missed by a tick. Reluctantly, she grabbed her tarnished broomstick. Eleanor raced to the edge of town. Abigail caught up in nightie and gown.
Bring home to my hearse the cliffs in the distance. Have you not had your fill of near-death experience?
You only have your own interests at heart. And now, my dear sister, I simply must part.
With a smile and a wave, she drove off the cliff. She reached for the portrait.
I'll be there in a jiff.
Astonished by this grand resolution, Abigail witnessed the fiery execution. Eleanor's ghost rose, peaceful and splendid, with a smile on her dial, middle finger extended. Perplexed and distressed, Abigail awoke with a sense of despair that something had broke. She heard a stuck record from her sister's bedroom. Weary, off balance, she wondered what loomed. She ran to her sister, aghast and dismayed, unable to grasp how she lost the crusade. She let out a shriek of pain and remorse as she cradled her sister's cold, lifeless corpse. Abigail struggled to hold back the tears, knowing she would suffer alone all her years. And so was the tale of the sisters Crabtree, one of them dead, yet spirited and free. The other resigned to the fact she had lost her only true love at such a grave cost.